What is up, whoever you are, wherever you are, welcome back to this series. Today we're gonna be doing once again Forza, beating every Forza game in order, episode 30. We're on episode 30 already. It's been, I don't know how many months it's been since we started this series. But we've made a decent amount of progress in that time. I mean, as you can see, we have already done. It's been 2.2% of career mode. It might not seem like an impressive number, but I feel like it's pretty good considering that last stream, actually two streams ago, that was our career progress was somewhere around 0.6, if I'm not mistaken. So go figure, we're actually doing some pretty steady progress, and that's awesome. We're this close of beating another championship. We only have one race to go, and we would have done it yesterday if we didn't crash. 100% career arcade completion, I mean. So that's obviously awesome. Let's go jump into it. In case you are lacking a little bit of context, last time around we did we're focusing on this because we need to unlock the car from this, which is an AWD car if I'm not mistaken. Please let it be an AWD car, otherwise I should have checked before signing up for the championship, but I didn't. We were doing this, so let's go ahead and give it another go. Normally I would take out the upgrades for the car because I don't want it to be overkill and win too easily, but even with the upgrades I am having a little bit of a hard time beating this race, this championship. Reason for which I decided to just skip them. I'm glad I tested with the upgrades on first, so that it could have gone the other way around. I could have taken them out and then find out they were necessary. That would have been an extra race, an extra 3 races or so. But at the same time, if I crush the competition, see, he's braking on the straight. Why does he do that? Oh boy! Okay. Oh no, they're steering a little bit. Slow exit, super slow exit, but at least I didn't run into him. So let's freaking go. Okay, decent. Now, if you missed out on yesterday's stream, essentially what happens here is that... Oh, I remember accidentally jinxing the guy's head. I was like, they're gonna take each other out, just watch. And they take each other out exactly on the following corner. Oh, look at it! They're going at it again! Don't tell me they're gonna take each other out once again. Because last time around, my prediction came true. The problem with that is that the process, they took me out. And so it's not like I was to win or anything. But I was not going to finish P8, that's for sure. And so, oh boy, that's kind of a little bit of a recap of what happened. I was going to win this one. I was going to win, not in that attempt, but in a different attempt. But things happen, and this guy's absolutely gonna take off, isn't he? The Mini is gonna nave its first. Oh wait, look at it. It's steering to the left by itself. I am actually thinking, oh boy, big lockup. I am thinking of looking into getting a wheel for the Xbox. That would be so much more enjoyable, and then I feel like it could be way more precise with my steering. Reason for which I got G920 when I started playing racing games more often and more constantly, more consistently. In recent years, I was like, controllers no longer cutting it. This is getting frustrating, and that was an Xbox One controller in perfect conditions. At least when it comes to the left stick. Left thumbstick, I think it's called. Because right now it has a little bit of an issue on the D-pad. And then I should probably look into that as well. Like, it's not gonna be an issue until we beat Forza 4, but we need to beat first Forza. Oh no, we need to beat Forza Horizon first, then Forza 4, then Forza 3, then Forza 2, then Forza 1. So we have quite some time to save up till then. It's not like I use the D-pad very often in this kind of game anyway. Peugeot, I apparently won this with a Peugeot. We are not even getting in the leaderboards, and we came second. It's not all that bad. So, as per usual, 3 attempts. If it doesn't work out, we go into the shop and we slap a decal, because for whatever reason, well, the car feels faster every time I slap a decal on it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm obviously kidding. I'm gonna slap and operate. I probably will do weight reduction because it might improve everything, as I said before in another stream. I think that was yesterday's. Back when I didn't really know what upgrade I should be getting. I knew I would be operating something, I just didn't know what exactly. I could probably do an engine upgrade and then throw more power into the car, but I feel like that would be a little bit of a cheating code, because oh no, he's on the inside. Big mistake from my part. He sent me off track. What a thing. I knew what was going to happen and then I did it anyway. That is awful behavior from that. This reminds me of something. Some guy last night in iRacing. He ran into me, straight into me, and then ruined both of our races. It was such an amazing race. Literally started P11 because I ran out of time for qualifying. Was distracted looking at my phone. And then I managed to get myself in the lead of the race within the first few corners. There was a, you know, iRacing shenanigans. And so turn 1, turn 2 kind of thing. Everyone taking each other out. And I was the only one somehow that didn't make a slow corner out of all that chaos. Okay, I'm not gonna get this past these guys, am I? I think I would, unless if I manage to catch up by the time we get to the what is it called? The chicane. I might be able to do something, but like, oh boy, the mini locks up almost instantly under braking at high speeds. I think I'm gonna need to slap an upgrade on the... A brake upgrade would be good, like... On the other hand, I feel like I should probably look into weight reduction. I am hoping that it can be something small, like the very first weight reduction option for a first upgrade. No overkill, we're not trying to send this thing. This thing is already on the very edge of the class, if I'm not mistaken. It's day 1. So I'm guessing keyword, that if I do a weight reduction, that's gonna be a C class, no C class. Which technically speaking, we can totally do this with a D classer. There are no class restrictions on the, as long as it's a front wheel drive front engine car. Which of course means we could probably get an R class car. Oh boy! And for it, like, obviously we're not gonna do that. For the sake of keeping the races actually exciting. And then, oh boy, I forgot to share the stream on Discord. Wait a minute. But yeah, sure, let's claim more money. 4k. Oh, we're almost level 11. Let's freaking go. Let's go ahead and share the stream. Come on, come on, come on. Connect to the internet. Oh, there we go. It's our home stream. Share, copy link. And then head into Discord. In the meanwhile, let's do one more attempt. Then, oh, there it is. These are the two servers in which I normally do this. Paste. EVERY Forza Game in Order episode 30. It's been quite a bit. I am actually impressed. I think this is the longest a series of mine has lasted. Not in terms of time, but like in terms of what do you say? Like actual consistency. Because doing it now, but then leaving it for 9 months and then coming back does not count. That would be the series has been going on for 9 months or so. No, that does not count because I very obviously did not mean to be absent for that long. It's an example. It's not like I actually counted the amount of time I was. Like the actual gap between episodes, but you get the point. Last one before we slap an upgrade on it. Please take each other. Oh boy, they're at it once again. There is a pretty... No, don't jinx them. I jinxed them! I didn't even finish my sentence and I jinxed them. I need to stop now. I need to stop now. If you didn't catch yesterday's stream, around this corner specifically, I was like, they're gonna take each other out. They go into that tire barrier, and then the car bounces back into the track, and I crash right into it at high speed. That was effectively, of course, I would say ending my race, but like there was no race to begin with. I was like P4, so obviously that result was meaningless either way. But it was a second lap, so of course it's not like I was on a charge. I was just finishing the race for the reward, but like long story short, if you haven't been here before this episode, I have a little bit of a history of accidentally cursing opponents, jinxing them, being like, they're gonna crash. Just look. Just watch, they're gonna take each other out. And they take each other out. The problem is it happens almost immediately after I say that. It's leaving me next to no time to react and to get out of the way. I got lucky this time around, but like... This is not a very common spot for them to take each other out. They normally do it around these lower corners. Because for whatever reason they cannot take it. In a straight, taking each other out in the middle of a straight, it's not common. There's not much room for mistakes. Like, how did you mess up a straight? But that's what they do sometimes. Rarely. Because like I say, they mess up the corners, not the straights, but like, you know, how the Forza AI can be sometimes negative IQ moment. There goes my hopes and dreams of beating this race without an upright. I'm gonna have to do weight reduction, but let's hope we don't go over Beatless. This bit, oh, time to slap another sponsor decal. Regular price for recurring cards and press enough, let's freaking go. Check out your profile statistics. Going in the ranking. Blackburn. The Blackburn, okay. Oh, it's true, and they save in the main menu. But I think that was during the middle of a race. Well, Distance driven over 1,000 miles. 17 hours. We've been live for 17 hours. That is a little bit insane. Especially considering the amount of time that we've put into the game. In Europe, current credits, total winnings, pretty much, if you look at it, pretty much the only amount of... We've spent about 30 grand in the car, in the starter car, and then a couple of races here and there. We're doing rather good in terms of, like, financially speaking. Credits to next level, winning percentage 70%, that's a depressingly low percent. But on my defense, I do finish every single race. Or I try to. So long and it's not a warranted P8, because that means no money. And of course, if we're too close to the finish line, then it's like, we might as well, just so that it counts as a full attempt. Oh, but we can look at the reward in here. But we cannot spoil ourselves on the upcoming ones, can we? No. Okay, current car, currency garage, 312,000 credits value. Let's really go. Let's go ahead and slap that new speed. Beacon. Forgot the word for it. Before we forget, or welcome our new sponsor, NordVPN. Newspeed. Where is Newspeed? Theoretically speaking, they should be in the letter N. Don't tell me you don't have it. I wouldn't be surprised at this point, but like... let's go by one, I guess. 3D Carbon. AEM, Air Mass, Aero Gear, Orbit Authority, BBS, Serpia Performance, Underable, Rainbow, Richstone, Serving Auto Design, Star Speed Evolution, NK, Wax Springe, Durated Concept, Shikara, Bluestain, KW Special Native, Sport International, Magnaflow Performance, Kioni, I think it's pronounced, Koni, Jun, Entrax, Engine, Grillcraft, Headman Headers, Hella, Usler, HRE, Woodridge, Front Filters, KN Automotive Polski, Further, Morit, NOPI, NGK, NOS, NX, Eolins, OC, Phoenix, Power, PIAA, Purely, Deluxe, Red Sea, Race Engineering, Race, Reactive, I think it's right, Pure, Rigger, Botch, I think it's pronounced Bok, Mosk, Fee, Rotor, Effect Marketing, Speed Life, Xbox, Forza Motorsport, Camel Mini, Tsunami, TSW, TYC, 6 Ball Racing, Tryout, Sun, Tires, Dural, Phantoms, Gold, Speedline, Stop, Tech, Strict Low, Strictly for Avaline, and Xbox Live. No new speed. Okay, this is the third one that we have to miss out because of the lack of what do you call it? Beacon. I keep forgetting the word and it's right there in the screen. I guess we have no choice but to slap, and oh, I already have weight reduction upgrades on the Mini. That is a little bit depressing. And I even already have tires. I guess we have no choice but to slap a suspension. The brakes are maxed out, you are kidding me. I'm gonna have to adjust the brakes for this specific... Why do they keep locking out? Locking up, I mean. I don't get it. What change should we do? So if I do this, we're gonna be able to be more aggressive around corners, but then the straight line speed issue will not be addressed. There's a peak gens, this is an unnecessary expense. I guess we can get away with it if we do a few tweaks here and there to the brakes. So what I'm thinking is by reducing the brake pressure, I will probably be able to have more room to press harder the brakes without locking up, but at the same time that means less braking force applied. If I do the transmission, total sequential shifter and a racing gearbox for brakes, this decreases shifting power loss, right to imperfection. This is adjustable. So, car stats remain about the same. Touch and flywheel. This is mostly a weight reduction thing, I think. Shift timing. Maximize acceleration and throttle response benefits. The lightless flywheel and maximize the torque capacity with clutch and forward. Carbon fiber flywheel and triple blade racing clutch. We could probably do the differential. I think this is a weight reduction thing. Maximize gripping at adverse cornering conditions and reduce rotational vibration of your drivetrain. Data racing 2-way limited slip differential, positive locomotion under both acceleration and acceleration. And a carbon fiber drive shaft. Professional differential. So in theory, what this thing is saying is that it's gonna give us more. Yikes. More traction, if for more I am interested. So what I'm thinking is a combination of this and better clutch and flywheel operate. So that's 2 throttle response operates. We can even do the transmission because it improves shifting time as well. Let's try, because I do refuse. I'm gonna bump up the power of the car as an absolute last resort. I did not even check whether I could afford that or not. Let's hope I did. I can afford this, okay. And it still stays within B class. So that is amazing. The only thing that we have not upgraded about this car is the suspension, which we could totally do this. But let's hope these 3 upgrades are more than enough. I am a little scared because there is a small chance the upgrades are going to be overkill, but at the same time I don't want to go one by one and then do a total of 9 attempts for one single race. This should have been cleared first attempt, and we're already halfway through the stream. I said yesterday that we would one attempt this and then move into the next championship. We did not. But on my defense, the car is lacking a little bit, so obviously that needs to be looked into. I should have skipped right into the upgrades now that I think about it. No point in retrying without an upgrade if I knew from the start. And yeah, let's compensate for that later. I forgot to adjust the brakes. I should have adjusted the brakes. Okay, that was close. He's going to squeeze me to the apex, so he did. don't know what I went into the Apex if I knew from the start he was going to squeeze me into it. The car does not feel faster to begin with, but like, let's give it a benefit of the doubt and let the lap time speak. For starters, I don't even know what kind of lap times I'm running because I did not care about checking. I should have, of course, but oh boy! Might be my imagination or a placebo effect, but it does feel like it has a slightly more acceleration through some corners. Look at the exit speed! The operates did work. No, of course! He went for the switcheroo. Carrying far too much speed out through that one, and I apply the same. Yeah, my exit speed is so much better. Oh boy, he's squeezing me out of track. Oh boy, forgot to upshift. This car needs a louder engine. Oh, hold on, let me turn up the volume. Wow, of course, I let out the brakes far too soon, far too quickly, far too much. This is a horrible line to take. There is still a small chance, so let's hope to capitalize on the chicane slowdown. And then in the last few corners, in which I have amazing exit speed now. I'm carrying so much speed I almost feel like I have to lift off. No joke. And that is amazing for a D-classer. Let's see who can win the drag race till the finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. The operates have worked wonders. But they're not overkill as I was fearing, so I will gladly take this win without feeling guilty about having operated the car. They gave us just enough speed. We could probably done this with 2 operates only. So I probably shouldn't have gone overboard, but like it would have been an even tighter finish, so who knows. I would have the 10th again, and then oh no, don't need. You have the mic on. So we have been awarded the car that we did for the AWD thing. Let's freaking go, and then all-wheel drive event. Open to all cards with all-wheel drive or yeah. Configuration first player receives to your APR performance Celica GTS. We're up against D1s at the worst. Lancia Delta, that's pretty good one. We're up against 2 of them, and then an R32 Golf. That one isn't much of a threat. Oh boy, we're stuck with a D4. I have a feeling we're gonna need a few operates on this one. But let's not do it right away. Let's instead let's do the more massive operates first, the ones that give the most horsepower. I'm still not very sure about the shade of yellow that I want, because I kinda like this one. I normally go for this. I kinda wanna do this, like, I don't know. Let's stick to the usual. And carbon fiber, and then, oh, what did I do? Then this, we can probably do this too, but like, no, that seems like overkill. build this. That's just that. Let's keep it like this. We can even swap the wheels to like it of our own touch. But only if we find something cool. If we don't, then I think it's here. Oh no, what do you mean? That is a little bit sad. I thought Japanese car had the most upgrades available. That one's kinda cool. I don't know. These are kinda cool. Normally I go for the more racy ones. Ones that look like they belong in the GT3 car. These look amazing. Like, I don't know. These are pretty good too. These remind me a little bit of rally cars, and which would be fitting for this car. Nothing that makes us go this, so nothing for now. It's gonna take a bit to slap all the sponsors' logos on the car, so let's do one per attempt. If we fail this, then we go ahead and slap the Pirelli, and then so on and so forth. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough one. I am not very good at this kind of race, so I have a feeling this is gonna be chaos. The good thing is we're not gonna be understeering into Oblivion because it's no longer a, oh boy, a front-wheel drive car. Which does not adjust very well to my driving style. I think I'm the kind of person to take advantage more of the oversteers, so that's fine. I don't expect to win right away because I need to learn the lines first. And study the competition a little bit. But still we have 3 attempts. Oh! Okay, it's good to know the lockup point for the brakes. Useful information. So yeah, I guess let's use this race till I get to know the car and the track and how they're gonna interact with each other. But right off the bat, it does seem like I'm gonna need a couple upgrades. Because I do seem to have quite an advantage on the straights. I mean, this is a B4. And although I do wanna win with the slowest car possible... Oh, jeez. I don't think 600 credits, that's gonna be better than nothing. Don't know how likely it is that we're gonna be able to do it within slowest of the slow. So that's attempt number 1. As we say, that calls for Pirelli tires. Then something I didn't consider maybe slapping some black wheels. Did you know if we can change the color of the... Because now that I think about it, a set of black ones would be pretty cool for this car. Yellow and black is a pretty good combo. Then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to change the color. This looks okay. Let's go with this. We can afford it, yes we can. Then okay, we have already changed the car a little bit, so before going into more changes, let's go ahead and give it another go. And then after this, we will for sure slap the Pirellis, the Pirelli decals. The decals, I don't mean the tires. Little too soon to judge what the upgrades are gonna be looking like for this car, this condition. But if I had to guess, since one of the major struggles around this type of track and from our first attempt were traction. Oh boy, thank you! I'm gonna guess this car would greatly benefit from tires for extra grip and suspension. I will most likely do adjustable and then tweak here and there. To be completely honest, I don't know exactly how, but I guess I will experiment if it really gets all that hard. If not, let's hope that simply by slapping an upgraded set. Thank you! This might be enough. Right off the bat, you can tell that we're gonna need something, no matter what. Probably something to boost the car a little bit too. Cause I do feel like I'm getting eaten on the straights. Understeer! This car is not supposed to be understeering. Okay. Should have known. So if we're gonna have understeer issues, then I'm 100% gonna need a suspension. That's just how suspension operates. This a set of tires and then a little bit of boost. Or maybe a heavy weight reduction, because I do wanna have engine upgrades as an absolute last resort. That's gonna be 2 attempts. Let's go ahead and slap the Pirelli decals and then the extra attempt. The attempt that we have left to do, that's gonna be... I'm pretty convinced the first upgrade that we're gonna need are gonna be a set of tires. But I don't know... Oh, what did I do? I didn't mean to... This is what I meant to do. I know I saved Pirelli, but I kind of forgot about the racing number thing. What are you doing? Let's slap this here. It's a pretty good size actually. Let's see whether the proportions are good enough or not. I think we should be doing something like this. I think it looks fairly It looks kinda small, I'm gonna be honest. But let's try. And then of course let's copy it to the other side, and then what did I do? What did I do? Paste. Then why does it leave it in the middle of nowhere? Can't you just... Should be somewhere around here. I mean, let's see... There was more space from the other side, so let's do something like this. It was something like this. I know what I said, but like... I'm gonna do Pirelli as the moment I am done with the racing number breaks. I forgot that it is the very first one. And I kind of didn't slap that in the MR2 now that I think about it. Oh boy, this most expensive upgrade is... you can see how they change. Notice the wheels getting much bigger. 9,000, that's gonna be a huge part of our budget. We can barely afford this, but very obviously we're not gonna do this. In theory, we even lose acceleration, but we win massively cornering and braking. Despite the fact that this is gonna make it a big cluster, I don't think this would be good enough to set us in the fight for the win, but who knows? You never know, so I'm not gonna do overkill. It's not like I'm gonna operate right now, but I just wanna see my options. I can do this as well, and I'm with massive acceleration and a little bit of everything else as well, obviously. So this is an option. We are saving over 400 pounds. 480, let's freaking go. And then if we do the brake upgrade, we can totally do it without breaking the bank, and it doesn't even go into D3, so that's awesome. And you can see the actual disc changing. That is amazing. So much detail in this game that I never noticed. I did notice before this series that the wheel change size with the upgrades, but I never noticed that the brakes are also visibly changed. So this is stock brakes. Modified brakes, improved braking performance and resistance to brake fade, install high performance brake pads and high boiling point brake fluid. In theory, I hate to be the actually guy, but the rear, there is nothing mentioned about the rear disc, and then you can see them changing and then getting pads, upgraded brake pads. It just makes sense that the front ones change, because it's mentioned that we're installing high performance brake pads, and the fluid obviously is not going to be visible, but there's nothing mentioned about the rear disc. So that is insane. We're getting even more bang for a buck, and then after 500 credits is a steal, I mean. And then these change as well. You can see that are much bigger. The front brakes are also changed. I think the pad remains the same. And then for the last upgrade, they are so big you can hardly see anything. I love this seated. I love how there is a different model for the brakes for each upgrade. That is a little bit insane. And then for the suspension, what we're gonna do essentially is, I think it even loses a tiny bit of ride height. I might just be tripping, I think it doesn't. It doesn't send it into the... Okay, so the upgrades we want should be somewhat safe. Let's go racing. Last one before we give up and slap a 50 plus horsepower per difficulty car. So far, I think our better options are the suspension upgrades to help balance the car better, or the tires to help us gain grip. I am not gonna go straight into the highest tier upgrade that I can do, which I did with the Mini or the MR2, I think. Let's freaking go with launch, let's freaking go. Wow! So much understeer, it's gonna be completely necessary to swap the tires. Let's hope we don't need any further than the first tire upgrade, because it's not... It's bad, but like... At the same time... Oh, and now that I think about it, we're only gonna be able to do the first upgrade anyway, because if I'm not mistaken, the second upgrade, professional tires, I think it's called, sends you to C-classers. I could allow this car to compete as a B-classer, because I still don't think with the tires alone it's gonna be more than good enough to win the race, let alone be overkill to be enough to be banned on a banned upgrade. Normally I try and avoid to be above class course. That's not gonna be a full attempt. I'm not finishing this race. You know what I'm talking about. Don't wanna be above the highest car in the grid. Okay. Since the Eclipse was a little further ahead, we were able to take the corner decently. Oh boy. And now it's weaving. I almost went into him. Massive understeer, what are you doing? I'm gonna finish this race. I don't want to attempt this again. No, no, no. Keep forgetting to set the rules in the chat. But I need to create a copy paste and then pin it in the chat every single time I stream. Because I feel like I could confuse. Wow! They're piling up here. What happened? What happened? What happened? No, 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 no. Please let me through. I could have jumped everyone right there. They stopped it for whatever reason. They stopped. Don't know why they stopped. So the pack is all together here. I could have capitalized on it to propel myself into the win. Wow! What are you doing? This is the most understeery car I've ever experienced, and I came just from winning a championship with a front wheel drive. It's like the car just won't steer. I don't know what is wrong with it. Is it the controller? Like... I could have won this. Another 600 credits to the back. 500 and something, of course. I could have won that. We are not even in the... Oh, we are in the leaderboard, I think. So... Promise is promise. 50 horsepower. Let's slap the racing number. Black, of course. My best. Let's give it size 50. No, that's too big. Let's give it size 40. And then expand it a little bit. Size 40 as well. This should be somewhat good. I don't think the 8 is gonna fit, so let's give it size 35 then. Oh no, expanding it. I think let's see. Oh, this should be good. Tilt. You can even tilt it. I kinda like this better. But then the huge thing sticking out, it's like... It looks kinda good, I mean... Let's try like this. I still feel it's a little too thick for my taste. But once we slap the number 8 on it, we're gonna find out. So we're gonna copy it, then we're gonna paste it here, and then boy, it's here. And then we're gonna move it. We're gonna slap the number 8 at the next attempt. And then, as we said, we're gonna be upgrading the car. So considering that their biggest issue by a long shot is the understeer, we're gonna be slapping a set of tires. The problem is that the better ones are far too much, apparently. So we have the stock ones, we wanna switch to the D4s. We have a slight increase on grip, cars, cornering and braking, install ultra high performance street tires. Tire pressure can be adjusted to conservation of your garage. Okay, so no slicks, just high performance street tires. Let's see how that plays out. I am hoping this will be good enough. This is more grip. This is gonna help us with both the traction issue and the what do you call it? The understeer issue. Why did I forget about something like this? So let's go ahead and check what we have going on. There's nothing going on, but there's surprising thing. Okay, let's freaking go. And then let's go. We're lowering the grid, what a thing. Apparently my upgrades made the car even worse. We're side by side with a completely, in theory, what should be a completely stock Subaru. The understeer issue has returned. Don't tell me this isn't gonna be enough. Oh! So now the car is slightly more sliding. The opposite of what you want from it. Oh, let's freaking go. It did not understeer into Vivian. It does still feel a little bit understeery to my taste. But they're straight tires at the end of the day. High performance straight tires versus straight tires at the end of the day. So I guess it's acceptable at that point. Went for a gap that probably shouldn't have gone for it. I have to brake to avoid understeering into the wall. I like how I can now save the car from these sticky situations. It's not ideal to be in them at all. but at the very least I can save it now. So it's progress. Car does slide a little bit easier. This is a good progress. I still think it's not gonna be enough. I think we're gonna be forced to upgrade then again the car. I can do either the next tire upgrade, or I can try and do some weight reduction and then suspension work. Wow, extremely slow car ahead. Like completely parked in the middle of a straight. Phase 6, I think we have improved our result. $1,000, oh, that's a bit of a jump. Considering we were getting 600 credits, freaking 600 credits on that for finishing P7. I think we got the rarity bonus as well, so that's gonna be attempt number 1. Let's go ahead and slap the number 8. Play vehicles. What size do we have? I think we have 35. Come on, 30 to 35. Oh, let's freaking go! Exactly 35. As I predicted, it's too big to go in here. We're gonna be tilting it a little bit. I'm pretty sure this isn't. Even like this isn't. We're gonna need a smaller number. So we're gonna do, what did you say, 30 sharp? Should be somewhat okay. So go. Copy it, slap it on the other side of the car, and then I keep doing this. Why do I keep doing this on accident? And then adjust the other binary to 30. So save. There's a small chance this is gonna be too much. It's not all that bad. It feels a little bigger than the 8 for some reason. But should be okay. Let's tilt it a little bit more. It does look a little bigger. Oh no, but I am just in the wrong one. Let's go, move over here a little bit, then move the number 8 a little bit as well. Like here would be cool, and then tilt it. There we go. It looks acceptable, I'm not gonna sweat it. What I should be sweating are the races themselves, so let's go ahead and then do another attempt with the new set of tires. Oh no, wrong one. WD. I should have tried another race before upgrading this. I have an idea. Let's do this attempt and then another one, and then that's gonna be it for today. But if we fail, we're gonna go straight into the other race instead of just operating and operating. Because then that means we're probably gonna one attempt in the other race if we accidentally overkill. And we don't want that. Let's freaking go. Half decent launch. Please do not understeer into oblivion. Understeer into oblivion, thank you. We're side by. Oh no, we're not. Let's freaking go. I can afford to be a little more aggressive with my inputs, which I like. Obviously, that's what I'm looking for in a racing car. Oh. Oh boy. That I was not expecting. Now where the Subaru is, okay, he's fully behind. So I can take whatever line I want. I have to lift up quite a bit in order to correct understeer. I mean, in this one there is a big risk of going into the wall. This one too. Even have to brake. That's gonna be another P6, I think. The car kind of dies in 4th gear for whatever reason. Slow exit. They always have a bit of a slow exit around that corner. Maybe with the slip through I will be able to gain a position. No, I will not. That's gonna be second attempt. One more attempt before bye-bye for the day. P6 once again, 1000 credits, out of which we're gonna be able to use 100. Another failed attempt, another sticker to the car. It's gonna be Pirelli. Pirelli, then another attempt and bye-bye. Why? Because What? No, you are joking. I am starting to see a little something here. Why does the order of the sponsors change? Depending on the car you're using. You're not about to tell me the decals you can slap on your car depend on the car you're using. HPA Motorsports, I do not remember that one. Chipan. You are having a laugh. Noppy used to be up here. Pirelli did not used to be here, I know that for a fact. Special effects marketing, what is that? Tommy Kyra. If that isn't something. Super, it makes sense that they give you access to the manufacturer decal. BIS, wow. But I did not know that the decals changed according to the car you were using. That makes sense in a way, but it doesn't in another. If that makes sense. Pretty. Paste. What did I do? I meant to do this. Then again, I need to come up with a better layout. I'm just slapping them whatever I mean. Last one before bye-bye. Go ahead and have the coffee ready for the time I'm done with the stream. Where is the... Sorry, getting back. It's freaking out. Okay, and we're good to go. Last attempt. Came to this. Let's freaking go. Oh, bye! What a thing! 3 wide with these guys, oh boy, and then off track. Oh boy, this is already shaping to be a good race. Alright, I'm losing a little bit of time by avoiding collision with them. Could be a little bit better in position wise right now if it wasn't for that. P5 I would say, for even fighting for P4 maybe. Oh no, he's gonna force me to go on the outside and then, oh boy! I should not have done that. I'm gonna have to go on the inside, but I'm gonna underestimate to him, and I know for a fact, of course. Sorry, little Subaru, but like if I did not crash into you, I was gonna lock up. And then I was gonna crash into you anyway. I was carrying a little bit too much speed. Too optimistic with a move. Up to the 6, let's freaking go. Could probably make a position here. Like, I don't know. Downshift. Question of downshift. And then let's freaking go. Oh no, 2 wheels in the sand. And then uphill, and then on 3rd gear. Normally we're on 4th. We're gonna be downshifting right after, so no point in upshifting right now. Let's freaking go. Well, that was quite a slow exit, so there goes our chances of P5. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you for coming. Andre. Oh, collision! Go! What? What just happened? Oh no! Let me. What? Oh! What just happened? No way! I'm gonna have to see through the entire thing because I cannot skip ahead. What in the world just happened? Wow! And I can't go back either. I don't know exactly what car caused that collision. What in the world? What have I just witnessed? Remember the NASCAR story I told you that day? About always finishing my races, because you never know when you're gonna... something like this is gonna happen and then you magically go from last to first, like it happened that day. That day that inspired me to finish every race from then onwards. And then today it just happened again, like... I saw two people taking each other out. And then I was like... okay, 2 positions, I'm gonna be like P4. That's not bad. But the entire field ahead of me, I was like P7. I was like running P7 or P6. That was not very nice of me. Dude, that's gotta be the best clip on the entire series so far. What in the world did I just witness? I still can't believe it. It's been like 5 minutes and... no, it's been like 2 minutes. But like, still, I mean... I had no words at that moment. I was just laughing and laughing. I wanted to say something, like, what did you even say? I was straight up speechless, just laughing and laughing. Okay, I was up to P6 at the moment the crash happened. Just pay attention to the cars in front. Actually, we should probably follow the next car ahead. And then switch to a better camera. So remember, this guy is... oh no, this guy is... no, wait. We're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss it. This is... so what's a better angle to watch this? I mean, let's try from our own angle. But we could probably have a better camera. Oh, no. I think this is a better thing we can do right now. So as you can see... no, it's happening further up ahead. Let's go on board with this guy is behind me. I think this car would have a decent visibility. Oh no, it already happened. So apparently someone went into the wall. They take other car out. These two get confused. Oh boy, wow, they went into each other. They slow it down for God knows what reason. And I cannot skip ahead. But it seems to me like the Lancia is gonna have the better view of what happened. There are 2 of them, okay. We're gonna have to follow the action from my POV. Up until then. Never give up, man. Never give up. Never give up. The chances are small, but never 0. Never. You have to be there. If you don't play the game, you don't have a chance to win. So at least play the game. Just never know. Okay. So it seems like the better car to follow right now is going to be the I think the better card to follow is gonna be the Eclipse. But then... should I skip ahead and go with the Eclipse? Because if I'm not mistaken, I get to jump this car up ahead. So last time around we watched this from the POV of the Subaru. The Eclipse is behind me. The Launch is a little up ahead, so... let's watch from the Eclipse POV. So the Eclipse is following the action rather nicely. Let's have the pulse button ready just in case. Blind into that one, so we can't really tell what is happening. So far so good. It seems, I might be wrong because you can barely see anything with these pixels on the screen, but it seems like the Golf is braking for no reason. Oh yeah! The Golf was going slow, and then this guy tried to evade the crash. He took evasive action, but it was too late and it ran into him. The Lancia has the better POV. We should have gone with the Lancia. He spins. Oh, the Golf goes into the barrier, but not before. The other guy takes evasive action, but it's too late and gets caught into it. And so does the Eclipse, from unable to evade the slowing Lancia. And then let's switch cars. This is my POV. I am seeing the chaos of... no! I hit restart instead of... what a thing! What a thing. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We color how decent POV from the action. Why can I not skip ahead? That is so annoying. You have to watch the full thing again, just for a few seconds that you want to watch. That is enough. I'm just gonna save the clips as an individual videos that I'm gonna post in the channel, and then I'm gonna post them to TikTok or something, because this is just too good. I need to have like a small library of these moments. I'm probably gonna do that on TikTok or like, because I don't know how to upload YouTube Shorts. I just don't see the option anywhere, so probably you have to have this amount of subscribers or whatever. Like the community tab, I think that was left behind 100 subscribers. Not very nice of me. It's a little bit hot today. The sun isn't even out. That's a little bit concerning. So I think from now we can change perspectives. The car that we want to follow is gonna be the Lancia, but not this one. There are two Lancias in the game. This one. From this we're gonna be able to follow the action just nicely. Actually, we should probably do the other Lancia, so that we can follow the car that started the collision, which was the R32 Golf. So nice and easy through that corner. The R32 seems to be doing just fine so far. Out of nowhere he brakes. He was on the right hand side of the track, but for whatever reason he rejoins right in the center, which obviously causes the collision. This guy does his best to avoid the collisions. He brakes in the middle of the straights. Of course the Lancia is not able to do much about it. So they crash. Take each other out, and then the Golf goes straight into the barrier. The other Lancia does his best to take a passive action, but he's not able to. Both are taking each other out. The Eclipse was not able to evade the Lancia. Let's follow the mayhem from here. All of the collision is happening. Someone manages to walk away from it. That was another Lancia, I think. The one that ran into the R32. And so he's going slowly, and then... that is inexcusable! You have all that room to avoid the collision, and then you decided to go right into him. What a thing. And then I'm gonna be following from my perspective. They run into each other. I take evasive action. I am a little bit confused on this. I was going to go to the left, but I decided last minute to go for the gap. What a thing. What a thing. What an epic way to end the stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Watch for the clip that I'm going to be sharing, because that was right out insane. And I will be seeing you in the next one.